What's up, YouTube? So today I was on my way to go to the gym, right? And there's been something that I've been wanting to talk about for the past few weeks lately, because it's something that not too many people realize the circumstances that they're putting themselves for their body. I don't know what it is with people when they go hit the weights, and I get it. You want to get bigger and stronger, right? I get it. Or you want to, you're trying to maintain the muscle and mass you're trying to have. Mainly what that's specifically for is people who are trying to get bigger and stronger, right? I don't know what it is with old dudes, new, or even young. Well, sometimes very rare I see young people do it. But a lot of times, to me, I see a lot of old dudes. For whatever reason, they're like 60 and over, maybe 50 and over, depending, on the person. I don't know what it is, but I see a lot of them for whatever reason. They like to live so fucking heavy to the point where they can't even perform correctly. Like for instance, like I see this one guy at the flat bench presses, okay? Now he had about, give or take, about 400 pounds on the bench press, okay? I don't know what it is with people. I don't know what it is with him, but he thought he can live that amount of heavy, which looking at him and looking, he wasn't that pretty much a best shape to do it, nor did he didn't have the practice to do it. So what he basically, what I was seeing him do was like, when as soon as he tries, and keep this in mind, nobody's spotting him, right? For people who don't know what spotting is, it's basically you're watching over somebody to lift the bar, say the bench press. So in case if something were to happen, you're right there to go and help them pick it up and put it back to the, you know, on the bench. So so I was seeing this dude for some reason. He managed to go and lift 400 pounds. This was in my gym, my local gym, right? He tried to manage to go and put the bar off the hinge, right? And as soon as he did one lift, guess what? All the shit, all the weights and shit, bah, came up and he couldn't even lift. We had to get a whole bunch of people to go and take off all the weights out first and then put out the weights. I don't know what it is. I mean, listen, if you're trying to live heavy, I get it, but you want to live heavy to the point where you can where you can do the form correctly. If you're trying to get bigger and stronger, I mean, me personally, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really focused on bigger and stronger yet because I've been focusing on losing weight. But also, I've been doing some research and I've been, looking through different YouTube videos, and it kind of realized, like, far as I'm concerned, like my next goal is basically is trying to get bigger and stronger. Once I finish this cut, um, which hopefully it'll be by this coming year. This year I want to start, losing weight again. Right now I'm cutting right now, but I'm also kind of laid back because it's the holiday season, and let's face it. I mean, Christmas is around the corner, so of course you're gonna eat crap for quite a while. But as soon as the Christmas week is over, I'm cutting. I'm doing my strict cut. Later on after Christmas, I'll show you guys, the certain things I do when I cut, or, if I'm trying to lose weight, or, I'll get to those videos of what is it, to me, what is the best way to lose weight, okay? But in the meantime, I want to talk about those people who lift too heavy. Listen, it's going to come to a point where you're gonna start snapping all your bodies, your shit up. You're gonna snap all this stuff up, and as a result, you can't perform, or you can't even hit the gym anymore because you snap up your arms. You hit your leg when you pop over your knee, you blow your knees out. You know, you want to, for everybody that's watching right now, make sure when you put the weight, make sure first of all you want to put a moderate weight that you can lift, that you can lift off the bench, or you can do curls. You know, I see this one guy. He had like 50 pounds. He had like 45 pounds on the dumbbell, right? And normally when you're supposed to do dumbbells, when you do dumbbell curls, he was doing dumbbell curls. When you're supposed to do dumbbell curls, you're supposed to keep your elbows by your side, right? And usually you use that with moderate weights. So like for me, I do like 20, 25 pounds of dumbbell. You know, it's not really much, but you know, whatever. That works for me. Anyway, so instead of doing that, since it was too heavy for him, he decided to go do like this. He was like doing like all this and doing all that. As soon as he was done with his form, with his sets, I mean, that guy, he was rubbing his shoulders. He was going like this. I mean, that guy, his shoulders were really giving a pain. You know, he was having some shoulder pains on his arm. Why? Because he keep lifting too heavy and his form was fucked up. So, message to all you people out there who wants to start, you know, lifting weights. Even if you know, getting bigger and stronger. But mainly is, you know, what I see a lot lately is people who started to work out. You want to make sure that you want to pick, like I said, pick a moderate weight that you can lift, okay? And more importantly than that, you gotta have form. You gotta have good, proper form. You don't have good, proper form, you can really hurt yourself really, really, really bad, okay? And it's not gonna end well, okay? You know how they say karma's a bitch? Well, listen, what goes around comes around. So if you keep lifting all them heavy ass weight, it's gonna come to a point where karma will strike you down, and then you gonna start snapping some shit up, and then what happens is that you be in the hospital. You be asking yourself, why? Why am I in the hospital? Why did this keep happening to me? When you have to go and, you know, check yourself first and realize that, you know, the reason that you're in the hospital or you keep snapping your shit up is because you're lifting too heavy. And when you're lifting too heavy, your form is fucked up. So, listen, like I said before, I'm not no expert into lifting weights, okay? I'm not an expert into person fitness or health or, you know, bodybuilding or anything like that. I'm just telling you guys based on what I've known and based on my opinion, okay, especially through trial and error, because I was like that too. When I first started hitting the gym, I used to lift amounts of weight to the point, I used to lift a whole lot of weight, and it came to a point where my joints was taking the pounding. Not only that, but also, uh, you know, I was also not only that, but I started getting some shoulder pains and all that shit, right? And that's basically the reason for that is because I was lifting too heavy. And more importantly than that, even if I wasn't lifting too heavy, my form was really, really bad. For people who don't, I should have said that. For people who don't know what form is, I should have said this in the very beginning. Form is basically like a movement, right? So let's say, you know, when you're in the bench, use bench again as an example. Your form is supposed to be between, you know, by your elbows, right? You want to keep it between your elbows. You don't want to have your elbows out because you can fuck up your shoulder. So you want to keep it by your side. Keep your elbows by your side when you go down, and then you press up. You know, so that's what basically what form is. Form is the movement that you do for the weights. Whether you're doing arm curls, whether you're doing shoulder presses, or you know, you're doing triceps, or anything that's particular for, you know, any type of workouts or exercise you're doing. It's a form. So anyway, so that's my take on what is form, what I think form is. So with that being said, I hope you can take away from this video and understand that, this is my opinion. And, I'm learning just like everybody else of, fitness. And I've been learning this since I was 16 years old, okay? And I had to learn a lot through trial and error, mainly through trial and error, based on my own experience. And also through research, okay? Whether it's Google or YouTube. So post your comments down below. Let me know the reason. Tell me exactly, why do people live too extremely heavy, to the point where their form is all messed up? Why is that? And also post your comments down below. Also post your comments to see if what other videos you guys want me to do, or what you guys want me to get my take on or my opinion on. And also, if you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your families or friends. Alright, catch you guys later.